All right, so we're continuing the series, the 11 ways that dentists self-sabotage their growth. And a lot of times they don't even realize that they're doing it. I would say, in fact, most of the time they don't realize that they're doing it. Now, if you've been with us this whole time, you've already heard this story, but if not, I will tell it again. We were recently working with a practice that had their best new patient month ever. They had their highest production month ever. Everything was working great. And at the end of the month, just as we're closing out, they sent over a big long list of things that we needed to change, both around their practice and their marketing, because they just kind of felt like it. And I know they had good intentions. Obviously, they didn't want to hurt the progress that we've made. But if we would have let them do what they wanted to do, it would have stopped all the progress from them growing. And so my goal with sharing these 11 things is to let you know the kind of the pitfalls that dentists fall into and how to avoid them. So today's episode, we are specifically going to talk about number 4. Dentists don't hold their team accountable to clear, repeatable processes and KPIs. Okay, so let me explain what that means.
Sorry for interrupting the show, but I got something special for you. So we only got 27 more seats at our in-person event. We're going to be helping you grow in 2026. We're going to be putting together a growth map for you, helping you with attracting the right kind of team members, attracting the right kind of patients, and getting your systems in place for next year so you can actually grow. Now, this event is normally $499, but I have a discount code down below for $199. Make sure you sign up right away. There's only a few seats left. We look forward to seeing you soon. Now back to the show.
So this happens all the time where almost every dentist that we work with says we are amazing at answering the phone and converting on the phone. We don't miss any calls, and we convert almost everybody who's a qualified patient. We convert them when they come in. Almost every single dentist that we talk to says, yes, we are amazing at that in the sales process. Then they start working with us, and we get them in, and we actually get access to all the data, and we track it. They are usually basing it off their emotions. We track it and actually have the hard numbers. So we're able to tell them, like, hey, you're missing 35% of your calls during normal business hours. Hey, you're only converting 40 to 50% of your marketing qualified opportunities. And they're always just like, wow, I didn't realize that was this bad. But wait, it gets worse. So then what we do is we then start working through it with them and say, okay, well, here is the scripting that your team needs to follow. Here's everything that they need to do. Here's a training that we've already built for them. And we just need you to hold them accountable to doing it. Their team goes through the training. We have a test at the end. We can see if they passed or failed it. They go through the whole training. Team goes, okay, I get it. They passed the test. They don't follow the scripting. We send it back to the doctor. We say, hey, your team's not following the scripting. Here's actual calls of them not following the scripting after they took the training. Can you talk with them? And they go, yeah, maybe it's just this is what it's going to be. And I am shocked because the scripting's so simple. A 16-year-old, a 15-year-old could follow the scripting and convert the patient. It's not complicated. It's not hard. It's just that a lot of doctors are scared to hold their team accountable. And I get it. Because sometimes it's like, well, what if they leave? What if they get mad? What if they don't like me? What if they don't? All these different, I'm already getting on them about these other things. I don't want to get them on them about this. And they just set this really low bar for their team. And then they don't end up getting to where they want to go. And that's a huge problem. Now, I've seen the other side as well, where offices hold their team accountable, but they don't hold them accountable to clear data and actual ways that the team can win and lose. If you don't have clear data, if you're just like, hey, you stink at your job and I'm going to hold you accountable and I'm just going to yell at you because you stink at it, and you don't actually have real numbers to have conversations through, that's not the right way either. That's just you being a jerk. So you don't want to be that way either, right? You want to have clear numbers, clear scoreboards, what is winning, what is losing, and then holding them accountable to those numbers and saying, hey, why aren't you following through with that? I really need you to do that. And if not, I'm going to have to write you up. I don't want to write you up, but I'm going to have to write you up. And walking through that process and holding people accountable. Team members love this structure, by the way. Most of them. Some don't, but most do. Most people like to know, am I actually doing a good job? Am I doing what you want? And getting positive reinforcement, team members love that overall. Now, here's the good news. I don't just tell you what to do. I show you what to do. See, I'm exhibiting the behavior that you should be exhibiting with your team. So I don't just tell you, hey, this is a problem. I actually give you resources to fix it. So I have a course on dental KPIs, all the KPIs you should be tracking, how to track them, how to hold your team accountable. And you should go through it and then hold your team accountable to the things that are most important to you that are going to help you grow. And all you have to do is comment down below. I'll get that for you. You follow through with that. I promise your practice will grow. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Until next time.